Possibly one of the coolest names in all of football.
Yeah.
Cooper Beebe. All right, here we go. We're hanging with Mr. Cooper here. 6'4", 335 out of Kansas State. 22 years old, does turn 23 in May, so he'll be 23 this season. Played 14 games in 22, played another 13 there last season with an 83.9 PFF grade. One of the things I love about this guy here is the versatility he provides. So the last 2 years, he's played mostly at left guard, but he's played everywhere except for center at his college career. Here's his snaps by position: 774 snaps at left tackle, 1,738 snaps at left guard, 25 at right guard, and 103 at right tackle. What that tells me is this is a guy that has been put in multiple positions and done well. And hypothetically, let's say, because this is one of the things I was looking at. Call me negative. Rob Leach probably do it. He does it all the time. But I like to look at not just what the possibilities are development wise, but I like to look at what's the floor in this guy. And I think Cooper's one of those guys I think is going to excel in this league. I really do. I think he's going to be, a guy that you just plug in that position for 10 years solid and just keep on going. Worst comes to worst, though. He's a guy who's played everywhere pretty much on that line, again, except for center. And he'd be one hell of a backup. That's his floor. I don't think he'll go near to that floor. I really don't. But I find it hard to believe that a guy who's one of the best guards in college football just all of a sudden just forgets how to play and can't hack it at all in the NFL. I think he's a very safe pick because of that. And I have him as a late second round kind of guy. I think that's where he'll end up going. And I think he's the best pure guard in this draft. And what I mean by that is the guy we're going to talk about at number 1 in a minute didn't play guard in college. This is the best pure guard, and I don't think he gets enough hype for some reason in this draft. I don't know why, but for whatever reason, he's just not talked about a lot. And I think that's kind of, it's kind of like one of those guys that every so often in a draft, the guys just kind of falls through the crack. This is that guy, I think.
Yeah, I mean, we've already talked about it. The most sexy position in football is quarterback. We're in a quarterback heavy draft. Oh, the long snapper is the sexiest.
The long snapper, oh yes.
But you also got a pretty good,
it's a pretty good movie too.
Oh yes.
The Long Snapper, the movie.
But there's other sexier positions that are going in this draft. So when you talk about the best at this legit,
when you talk about the tackles, there's a lot of tackles getting hype. There's not a lot of guards getting hype. And don't get me wrong, we talked about it. There's not a lot of depth to it. It's kind of top heavy. But there's some good guards here still. And this is one of them. And for whatever reason, he's just not getting any hype whatsoever. And it's weird.
I think he's going to be like a sneaky pick. Like he's probably going to go I think he could go mid-second.
I think it'll be a late second, but it wouldn't shock me at that point. That's not that much of a difference going mid to late. So, like I said, he's going to be. I really think he's going to be a good player long term for whoever gets him at that point. I think that's going to be a solid pick up there.
Thanks for listening to Two Giant Goofballs, a New York Giants podcast. We appreciate your support.
Thanks so much.